Go down here. I don't know, it's not a good angle, but let's try that. There, it sits by itself. Maybe it'll fall over. We'll see. Anyway, so I'm beating myself up. No by 2025. It's been hard. I've slipped up a couple times, only in food items. Yes, I went to the thrift store, but I didn't. I'm also like doing a thing where I want to be able to make or upcycle my own clothing. So also if I'm going to buy stuff, it's going to be secondhand. So it's not even like, I think in my original rules, I was like, it's going to be secondhand. Anyway. And now I think I'm going to list those items. I'm like, I don't have my sewing area set up. So, and I looked up both the items on eBay and I was like, oh, I can actually make money on these. You know, not a whole ton, but I'm like, maybe somebody would like these. And if I don't sell them, I'll just keep them. You know, no big deal. Either way, so it's okay to buy things to resell because that's kind of my side job. That's what I do. So no, by 2025 doesn't work for my reselling side of me. But anyway, so I've only bought food. Is that bad? I'm not sure. I kind of feel it is because I haven't been eating out much. And if I do, it's with friends or family. And I mean, I kind of dragged my daughter into it yesterday and I spent way too much. What's the place called? I think Dave's Hot Chicken or something. I don't know. I've been too easily influenced. I'm just having more anxiety than usual, but I think it's because I've increased my caffeine intake. I should not be having that. Yeah, if you've had anxiety, try cutting back on your caffeine. It really does help. I've had anxiety. I've had panic attacks as a child, and now with the knowledge that I have now, I think if I had cut back on the caffeine, I, would not have been that anxious as a child. But that's for me, and who can go back and do that? I don't know. But I drank a ton of Pepsi as a child, like morning, noon, and night. So it's not surprising that I had anxiety and sleep issues. But I digress. So I have fallen a couple of times. I can't even remember what I talked about the last time I said I slipped up. Well, I slipped up again. But it's a rough weekend. I think holidays are a little bit of a rough time. I didn't get a lot of it this time, but usually it's like a lot of people asking you, what are you doing this weekend? What are your plans for Easter? And it's like, it's fine that people ask that, but I appreciate the people that don't. Because not everybody celebrates. My kids are grown and my parents moved out of state. And my kids have other places to go because they have spouses or, their fathers still celebrate. So, they go there. And personally, I don't want to be dragging my kids. They have enough. I did that already as a parent myself. We had two sides of the family, and nowadays everybody's divorced. So you have like 4 sides, 4 celebrations to go to. So they have enough on their plate, and I did that, and I hated it. I hated it having to go from one to the other. I think the very first year we had my daughter, and it was kind of fun. It meant you could pack up and go from one that you didn't like being at and go to another one, or vice versa. Like, it's like you knew you didn't have to stay there too long. For someone who's an introvert like me, that's perfect. I know I'm not going to have to be there that long, and then I get to escape. Good job. But I want to do that to my kids. It's like, it's a holiday. I demand your time too. Even though I don't celebrate the holiday, I just can't do that. I get enough time with my kids. Probably not my one son because he works nights and it's really hard to coordinate time with him. But, I work with my daughter, so I see her quite often. I just came from her house. I stayed overnight with her. Um, and then my son and his wife, we get together for breakfasts at least once a month. So, and then I see them at other times, so it's fine. But yeah, they have lives. Anyway, it's just holidays are complicated, regardless of what you celebrate or don't celebrate. There's a lot of expectations involved. There's a lot of history. I don't have a lot of good memories of holidays in my marriage. And and since my separation and divorce, I've worked on changing my opinion now, my attitude towards holidays and what I want out of them. But still, I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress. Anyway, so there's just emotions this weekend. Plus, politically, it's crazy. And weather-wise, hasn't... it was so rainy yesterday, and it just wasn't feeling well. Like, just hard with the sinus pressure and stuff like that. And I mean, I'm very thankful for how healthy I am, but it was hard. My daughter had a rough day yesterday. Anyway, no by 2025. Did I fail? What do you think? I mean, I didn't buy any physical items, even though I really want to. I watched the Carla Project, like, religiously, and I just saw her latest video, and she bought a new bed frame, and it is the bed frame that I've been looking at. Again, not buying anything this year, but before my no by 2025, I was getting prepared to paint my bedroom, and I was going to do the whole, like, clear the whole thing out, clean, deep clean, because I haven't deep cleaned my bedroom since I moved in. Deep clean, paint, and get a bed frame, and get rid of the hand-me-down furniture. Actually, it's not even hand-me-down, it's a long story. Get rid of the furniture I don't want, and just keep the pieces I do want, and try to get, all my closet organized and all that. So that was my project until everything kind of went down, and I decided to do the no by 2025. So no buying paint, no buying a bed frame, but I saw Carla's and I was like, that's what I want, right? That I knew that I wanted it before I saw the video. That's what I've been looking at. If I had a Pinterest board, it'd be on it. Yeah, I don't do that stuff, but so maybe I emotionally cheated on my no by 2025. But I did buy food, fast food, obviously. That was not friend related, as you can see. This is just me. I'm sitting here drinking this chai that I don't need because I already drank a chai this morning, but I'm having another one because emotionally I need it. So I hope I can bounce back. I don't want to give up. I've saved so much money, and I feel like I've been doing a good job. Again, I've only cheated emotionally, and I've only bought things that were food related. I did not bring objects into the home, which is important since I'm trying to get rid of so much stuff. But you let me know. Did I fail? Be kind, but firm.